Hello, gamers. Hi, I'm ThirdxTrick. I am a variety streamer on Twitch. I play a lot of single-player experiences with a focus on horror themes. If that sounds like something you're into, check me out in the link below. Also, we got the spiciest dad jokes this side of the Mississippi. Nailed it! Gamers, we're going to take a step towards getting rid of toxicity by doing two things. We're going to let go of guilt, and we're going to forgive ourselves of shame. Now, here's the problem with giving you advice on how to let go of guilt and forgive yourself of shame. I can't give you an exact 10-step list on how to do it. There are bits of advice that I can give you, and you have to interpret them yourself. A lot of this is about determination, selfness. But we'll start with guilt, and letting go of guilt requires you to do three things. It requires you to label, redeem, or accept and acknowledge, and then learn the moral of the story. Guilt is defined as a feeling of having done wrong or failed in an obligation. Guilt is what you feel when you've done wrong, but you feel you are redeemable in that wrongdoing. Fuck yeah. So the first thing you need to do is you need to label. And this is a process I can't really help you with. It requires a lot of introspection and meditation on oneself and the relationships that you've had. You gotta look back, think of what you've done, and where it's led you.
Alright, where we dropping, boys?
Second, you need to redeem or accept and acknowledge. And it has to be worded like that because this part is out of your control. This is the part where in your introspection that you realize where you've done wrong to someone else. You accept responsibility for what you've done and you attempt to apologize. And the hardest part of this is understanding that sometimes you're not going to get your apology is not going to be accepted. And then what you have to do after that is acknowledge that they do not have to forgive you, and you move forward. Lastly, to get rid of guilt, you need to learn the moral of the story. Basically, use this experience to be more mindful of yourself and others in the way that you interact. So now let's define shame. And shame would be the internalized toxicity we see ourselves with when we have not dealt with our transgressions. If guilt is the feeling we have when we can positively make it out of our transgressions or our trespasses, shame is the feeling we have when we don't think we can make it out or make it past. When we want to forgive ourselves of shame, we have to put forward action to redeem the past. This shows that we have learned and we have grown. Past and future are both absent. We feel neither of them, but there can be no pain except as a result of what you feel. When we have demonstrable evidence that effort has been put forward, it might be easier to put the shame to rest and forgive ourselves. Try these things, gamers. Make a list of things you need to redeem your guilt of and mark them off as either redeemed or accepted and acknowledged. Take note of how your party has either increased or decreased. Like how many more friends you have, what relationships you have restored. Look at how your actions have affected the world and ask yourself, are you working towards the good ending? If you enjoyed this video, if you found any of its content worthwhile, please feel free to subscribe. All of my socials are in the bottom in the link tree. I post my streaming schedule on Twitter pretty regularly, and I always post every day that I'm going to stream what time. So feel free to follow me there. Man. Endings are weird. Let's Let's make the world a better place, gamers.